Welcome to Masters of Max, a mobile app experience podcast. Please welcome your host, Tom Buda, Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer at Airship.
Welcome to another episode of Masters of Max. Today I have the pleasure of talking with Vernesa Chutuk, who is a customer relationship management specialist and has a really interesting career. So Vernesa, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Are we talking to you all the way in Sweden?
Yes, I'm in Stockholm, Sweden.
I've had the pleasure of visiting Stockholm, and I must say it's a beautiful city. Thank you for taking time to be with us. Everybody talks about how customer is king, and everything should revolve around the customer. And you've been in the middle of all of that for a long time, as a practitioner of it. Maybe tell us a little bit about your career and how you got to where you are today.
That's exactly what I like about CRM, because it feels like it every day, like you are in the middle of the heart of any company, because you have this user-centric approach, and you are promoting the user voice in the company. For a mobile app or a subscription app, like Sleep Cycle means that you really have to connect on daily basis with the product, with the developers, with all the tech side of the story, but also with marketing. So we are like very well connected on daily basis.
I guess that's really what you meant when you said you feel like you're in the middle of things. Would you say that you're the advocate for the customer?
Yeah, definitely. It's like, have you considered doing small little survey with the users? If product wants to introduce a new feature or a new product, that's like a perfect way of using CRM to test out if that feature even makes sense before you put in the resources and time in developing that, because we all know that it's time consuming and resource consuming.
The CRM system, a technology system, a piece of software is just an enabling capability, right? I'd be interested to see how you think about using, you said using these tools, but actually understanding how to use them effectively to, in fact, build that relationship with the customer, which is the ultimate goal.
When working with CRM, you want to find ways to engage with the users with relevant messaging, with the correct frequency, with correct timing. So omni-channel approach. It's one part of a puzzle, but then you need to find all these out of the segmentation, out of the data, out of all of these data event points that you have in that system. You have to have done a lot of pre-work beforehand for that to be qualitative, for that to be relevant for the user, for that to be personalized, etc. So yeah, it's just one part of the puzzle.
I noticed on your website you have a bold claim, and you basically say, talk to me if you want to drive 4 times the value, revenue, whatever it might be from customers. Why did you make that claim, and how can you back that up? Why do you have that belief?
Yeah, it's not just a belief. It was proven to be like that, like from not adding the value and then improving it 4 times more on revenue on the last line, or like the incremental revenue, which is possible, especially with companies that haven't done so much CRM and that haven't given it enough tries. We've done a lot of A/B testing to reach those levels of engagement, tweaking on the onboarding journey, but also in tweaking on the dormant user journey, etc.
So you talked about you talked about a life cycle of a customer. We often talk about the app life cycle. So how do you think about that? The app life cycle when you're at Sleep Cycle, or that journey, the customer journey, from discovery to loyalty.
So in a Sleep Cycle specifically, when working there, we considered like I take over from the moment when they register. So when as soon as we get their email address, they are entering the loop of onboarding emails, where we try to show them what we got, try to engage them in the correct way, different product features, etc. So not too much, not too little. It's always this balance. We want to personalize so many things. We want to ask them so many questions, and this is the perfect timing to ask them because they are new, they are interested, etc. After the onboarding, there is this upsell and cross-sell, but that needs to be done after the onboarding phase, which should be like a little cozy environment where you feel like welcome, but not too overwhelmed and no selling. And then comes the selling part, nurture part, and then comes like you want to see if they are re-engaging, if they are engaging. Those who are kind of start to sleep, you want to wake them up in certain automated way. Then of course the loyalty one is like our highest engaged users. What can we do for them, and how can we replicate those users? So do we have like middle engaged users that we can copy paste and make them high engaged users? So it was all about engagement and re-engagement, like where is the drop off, why do they drop off, and how can we re-engage them again.
I love how you described the onboarding experience. We want it to feel cozy. That phase of onboarding is so key, right? People never forget how you make them feel. So can you maybe talk about that and how you make it more cozy or more personal or more relevant or more interesting?
We did a lot of A/B testing, like what should we say first? Should we mention the products first, or should we just welcome them and list like what's in it for them, what can they expect from us, etc. They don't necessarily want to hear all the news flash things because everything is new at that point. So they want to like have this comfort of like, we're gonna get you there where you want to be.
Cool. So thank you for that. Many companies today have two, if not three, ways in which venues, if you will, through which people experience the brand. So those three could be a physical location, right? A store, an arena, a venue. It could be the app, or it could be a website. I mean, and then there's like all this stuff that you get communicated with: SMS, texting, notifications, email. It's advertising, etc. How do you create a unified experience for the customer when you have these three or two, destinations of engagement, experience, interaction, whatever you want to call it? What's the magic answer here?
I've seen it being a big challenge, especially for the big company. You have to have a unified system. That's at least that you need to have to store the data, or that at least it flows in some central way, so you can re-engage the user in the store who has just recently bought something online. And from the experience, I would say the app is more immersive experience. Like then you're really like devoted for that app because you took the time to download, versus in web it can be one customer that has different needs throughout their user journey. Maybe they are like the returns are done in the physical store, but the buying is done in the web, on the web place or similar.
In our most recent study of 11,000 mobile consumers, we saw that one of the most dominant uses of an app is a growth in terms of dominant growth areas was using an app while you're in a store.
Yeah, because for example, that's also something that companies maybe are forcing, because for example, H&M, they are like, they don't have these loyalty cards anymore, but the loyalty card is in the app. So they are forcing you to use the app in the store if you want to register your points. It's easier to gather everything in one place for when it comes to data. So I guess it makes sense.
Vernesa, it's been a great chat with you, and I look forward to seeing how things develop with your career, and maybe talking again someday.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me. It was a pleasure to chat with you too.